get excited as I teach you some nifty tricks when traveling with kids. Well, hello everyone. It's Becky. #NoFilter. I will be leaving for a trip, and I'm going to be packing for myself, but also 3 children. I wanted to share with you some things I'm pretty excited about. Over the years, I feel like I've got a pretty awesome system for packing that equips me to get through the process emotionally and mentally, you know what I'm saying? But then also makes our lives so much easier when we're actually at the destination. The first thing you need is just a pile of hair ties. Yes, that's what I said. Just a pile of hair ties. First, you fold the clothing in half and lay it in a straight line. Think hot dog, not hamburger. Then you place one on top of the other, and then you roll them as tight as you can, just like you would a sleeping bag. Now, the best way to do this isn't just to fling random clothes together, but to do it in specific outfits. You want to think about everything your kid might need as they're getting ready. This is just being nice to your future self that's traveling and surviving the day. You want to put the longest clothing item on the bottom, which is usually your pants. So for my daughter's outfit, we have a pair of pants, then her shirt, then a pair of underwear, and then socks. I roll it up and then take the hair tie and wrap it around. Oh shoot, I forgot to add a pull-up. My daughter still wears one of those for her nap, so I'll pack a pair of underwear and that. But it's easy to undo the hair tie and add it back in. The nice thing about having everything contained in a hair tie is it's easy to do a quick check and see if you've got everything you need for each kid. I have 2 pajama outfits for kid 1, 2 pajama outfits for kid 2, 2 pajama outfits for kid 3. I have 2 day outfits for kid 1, 2 day outfits for kid 2, plus an extra in case she pees her pants, she's still potty training, 3 day outfits for kid 3. We have a swim outfit or swimsuit for each kid, and then the girls each have 2 swim towels with hoodies. And one by one, I'm just gonna take them in here, stack them in. All nicely condensed. If I need to reorganize them and put PJs at the bottom, swim stuff at the bottom, I can easily take them in and out, no problem. All the medicines we need. Oh, so this thing is a beauty. The electronic snot sucker. We've been friends now for 5 years, and I'm just gonna say, this guy's a giver. He really is. He's really gotten me through some hard times. The reality of packing for kids is whether you're staying one night or a month, you have to bring the same amount of crap. And it's a lot of crap. So, set yourself up for success, and being trapped in a car together and being trapped in a hotel together, and want it to be good, so don't forget the goods. I always make sure I have Tylenol and ibuprofen and Benadryl, and it's winter time, so I'm not worried about allergies, but I will also always make sure I have this snot sucker too. With a smooth transition to bed in a random hotel, we're going to pack this fan for the white noise. It's helpful for the kids. It's a cue for them as well to say, hey, it's time for bed when you have that soft white noise going. So we'll pack this nice travel fan for them. Another thing I never leave home without is just a straight audio set of baby monitors. Baby monitors are really clutch, especially if somebody's watching your kid for you. You're traveling, someone else's house, maybe even the grandparents who don't have them. And they've got a big house and the baby's upstairs and you don't want to have to keep checking or worry that they're up and you don't know. And actually on this trip, we're going to a wedding. Someone else is going to be watching our kids for us for the wedding and reception. I'd like to be able to say, hey, here's this in case it's helpful. And also we're staying in a hotel with an extra room. It's like an adjoining room, basically. I think it's got a fancier name than that, but we really scored with that because we can put the kids down in that room, put a baby monitor in there, make sure that nothing crazy is going down. They'll be exhausted by the time they're sleeping either night, but still just nice to be able to not have to go to bed at like 7:30 at night because there's that extra room, and then you have an extra set of ears. highly recommend getting a cheap one. We often try to get our baby monitors at garage sales. We have some really nice video ones at home that we actually probably don't need anymore. Our kids are getting older, but you can often find people trying to sell theirs for pretty cheap, and audio ones are very reasonable. It's nice to bring a thermometer too. Right now, my son actually is having really bad fevers because we just got his 16-month shots. I didn't even know that was a thing. Or maybe they're just trying to accommodate my schedule. But anyways, he had a bunch of shots. He had like 4 shots yesterday. And so he's really hot right now. And so, again, just throw it in the bag. In the middle of the night, when everyone is up and raging crazy, you're going to be glad you have the things that you need versus having to send somebody out to CVS or Walgreens in the middle of the night in a city you don't know. Next, it's time to think about the bellies. Road trip snacks, especially on a long road trip when we're tiding the kids over between one exit and the next, when we thought we could stop and then we didn't, and then everybody's hangry and they're starting to riot, and you know how that goes. They can really make life unpleasant. Cliff Kid Z-Bar? Cliff Kid Z-Bars are the bomb because they've got like all kinds of awesome stuff for them, like iron and potassium and phosphorus and magnesium and all kinds of good stuff. And you can just throw it back to them and they eat it, and it's great. And it's not like the other types of granola bars, like the kinds with little tiny chocolate chips that get really messy. These bad boys save the day all the time. Some veggie pouches. It's hard to make sure that he's eating not just carbs because he loves carbs. But these guys are great because it's fruit and it's vegetables, so they kind of sneakishly get the veggies in, but you just unscrew this guy and then they just... And again, that's another thing, you can kind of chuck it back there. It doesn't need to be refrigerated or a certain temperature. It's like vegetables and water. You know, you look at the ingredients, vegetables and water. Some of them might have some other things in them, but again, good for them, healthy. It's a lifesaver if you've got a baby that likes puffs, but they're coordinated enough to hold them, but like puffs are just like one tiny little thing, so that doesn't really get you very far on a road trip. So these are amazing because it's like a gigantic puff. It's huge, so it lasts them longer. It's basically a rice puff, okay? It gets them through. It fills up their tummy, and it's something they can hold on to. It naturally dissolves, and so it's easy for them to hold. They're not going to choke on it back there. It's great, naturally gluten-free, so delightful. Just raisins naturally fits their tiny little fingers, naturally good for them, full of iron, and it's not terrible. I mean, the car seat is kind of atrocious, but again, it's great when you're in a pinch and you're on the road, and it's great. Good for you. Also, just bread. Just bread. It's nice, especially the Hawaiian rolls. Here. Another great thing to bring, just the sweet Hawaiian rolls. Very kid-friendly, not messy like normal bread, and like we're going to be gone for the next 4 days, so we want to make sure we eat this up, bringing it. Obviously, other good things, bananas, apples. Oranges, not so much, because it can get nasty quick. Make sure you bring some extra drinks with lids on it. You're in the van. In our case, we're in a minivan. That minivan completes me, by the way. Amazing. All the wasted years not having a minivan. But anyways, so we're going to bring Moana and Batman in this little pony thing. Because oftentimes they're really thirsty. I mean, we also have sippy cups in the van, but inevitably we're at somebody's house, and it's just nice to have something with a lid, especially if somebody's watching your kids, and you just never regret having that. Then you don't have to worry about kids knocking stuff over, spilling things. It's easy to open these, dump some of your water bottle in there. Just sippy cups with lids. We will also be packing sleeping bags. Just another familiar cue for them that's like, hey, let's think of sleeping. And also this is a familiar sleeping bag for you, even if it ends up falling on the floor. It just kind of is a comforting thing. My daughter's little animal she sleeps with. She also has this really awesome little light up giraffe that makes her feel nice and safe and secure, even if it's dark. Kind of allows the transition to easily happen from coming in and out of the room at night because she's got this. My daughter sleeps with a bunny, affectionately called Bun Bun. And my son will really sleep with anything that's soft. He's pretty low-key. But I'm going to pack him one of my backup bunnies because I have multiple bunnies so that there isn't, the wrath of my child when she loses it. My husband really doesn't like them falling asleep after they've been in chlorine. So I'm sure bath time will be in order after every one of the swims. And so I just make sure I try to put all their stuff in here at once. I've got their toothbrushes and a little cup to help rinse their hair when they are in the bath. The kid toothpaste. We got butt paste, which saves the day for every single human in our house, but especially the kids. The lotion and the old trusty snot sucker. Yeah, it's good. It's a good trip. And you can do it too.
It was great.
It was great. And you can do it too. Make sure you tell us what your road tripping hacks are with kids. Share the love. We're in this together. And the more you know, the next trip is just that much easier. And so, over and out. Hang in there. Share your tips. If you've enjoyed our time together, subscribe to the channel, like the video, do all the things so we can spend some more time together. You can know what's next. And that's all I got. Laters.